Mr. Fell, I was tearing my hair out a little bit at your presentation. You told us there's a new, more transmissible version of the virus, which there is, and it's going to be the dominant version in Sheffield soon if it isn't already. But that the mitigations remain the same, and this doesn't make any sense. I mean, the COVID secure guidelines, we kind of thought they were inadequate before, didn't we? Because of ventilation and aerosols that weren't properly taken into account. But now we know mathematically we have a more transmissible variant. The COVID secure guidance for public transport for workplaces are therefore mathematically inadequate to the tune of 70% or whatever the number is. How can you just give us that with us? I realise it's not your policy. I don't mean to sound like I'm having a go at you, but how can you just give us that with a shrug? The guidelines are the same. The guidelines need to be toughened up. Why aren't they doing it? What is, where is the outrage that we're expected to go ride the same buses and go to the same workplaces that are now mathematically known to be COVID insecure? Thanks.
The mitigations in terms of the behaviours that individuals do or don't need to display to reduce the risk of transmission are exactly the same. Wash hands, wear face coverings, keep distance, limit social contacts. They remain the same. They always have remained the same. Our problem is probably with adherence to the guidelines rather than the problem that the guidelines aren't appropriate. I think the guidelines remain appropriate. I'll send you the link to the SPI-B paper that was published the other day. That I'm not aware of anything fundamental that is different. I accept your point about toughening up. That's to do with implementation of measures and adherence to measures rather than what the actual measures are.
Thank you. Councillor Mike Chaplin, please.